way. Okay, let's go, Marta. Hello, everyone. So today is the last tech talk of the Alternate Future Summit. So today it couldn't be in another way, okay? So we're gonna speak about social impact. We're gonna approach the way how technology is also being used in this kind of projects to impact society in a lot of ways, okay, because there's a lot of ways we can do it, through people, through environment, but also in another topics. And today we have four wonderful projects here with us. We have Gonzalo from Treejer, Miguel and Ricardo from HOP, Nadia from Utrust, and finally Lee from AI in Africa. So as you can see, there's a lot of diversity in terms of topics just by the names. And let's start this. So first of all, we're going to start with Gonzalo from Treejer, because the topic and the hottest topic right now, which is the climate change, hot topic, right? So I will give you the word, okay? And you are free to speak and to let our audience know about how you are impacting it. Okay, thank you.
Perfect. Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon. I don't know where each of you are. I'm about to share my screen. Okay, I have the option here already. Well, I'm Gonzalo Vidal-Rázaga. I'm from Peru. I'm Ecosystem Development Manager at Treejer. Can somebody please confirm if you are seeing my screen right now? Voice,
yes.
if you can, please. Yes? Okay, thank you. So, as I said, I'm from Peru, and I'm here to present Treejer, which is an open protocol that is here to fight climate action. So I'm going to do a short 10 to 15-minute presentation, and I'll leave some time for the for questions at the end. So please, if you have any questions, I think you can ask them in the YouTube live stream, and then they'll tell them to me, and I'll be more than happy to answer them. So what is Treejer, first of all? So Treejer is an open protocol that connects tree funders to tree planters worldwide, and we do it powered by the blockchain, and specifically the Ethereum blockchain. So Treejer was inspired to start because of some of the facts and like this situation in which we live in the world right now. So 3.4 billion people in the world live in rural areas. 1.7 of them, 1.7 billion of them are unbanked. And actually, these are some statistics that many of them live in under, like, they don't have the same amount of opportunities as others. So our protocol focuses on giving opportunities for them as we generate positive environmental impact as well. So how does Treejer work? Basically, we act as a bridge to connect directly funders to planters worldwide. So funders are just either individuals, organizations, or companies who want to fund trees and get a credit for their action. And on the other side, we have planters who want to plant trees, but get them funded to help them plant more trees and generate this positive impact. I'm gonna just go into some details of how we do it and what makes this different from others' initiatives. First of all, as we work on the blockchain, there's a new level of transparency in the protocol, because all the data that goes of every transaction that goes through our protocol is on the blockchain, so it's public and it's there forever. We also add new options for traceability, so owners can track tree growth, and also we can have traceability of the funds, of how the funds move from the funder to the planter. So yeah, the traceability is an important aspect to our protocol as well. And the third point is really important, because imagine how could someone in a rural community without access to banks would be able to get funds for a tree they plant. I don't know, imagine if you live in a rural community in Africa, or in the Peruvian jungle, or in Turkey, or some other countries where maybe the access to banking services is not the same for everyone. So through blockchain, we empower individuals in rural communities mostly to be able to receive funds by only having a smartphone with an application that we've developed. So this breaks barriers in a way that empowers individuals. And finally, we are able to use smart contracts, which are public. Everything Treejer does is actually public and like open source. So our smart contracts enable a direct interaction between planters and funders. So it's not like Treejer CEO or the Treejer team deciding like what happens in any case. It's just the smart contracts executing themselves, and anyone can review the smart contract. So we actually are not like as an intermediary between planters and funders. So it's a much better interaction between them. The second point we focus on is we actually don't only care about tree planting, but we care mostly about tree growing. We know that many of the trees that are planted by companies and some other organizations are sometimes not living past the first year. So we've focused on aligning the incentives for planters and funders so that we achieve a really low or a really high survival rate from the trees. So what we've done is that planters receive funds as they provide proof that the tree is alive through updates of the pictures. So in the case of Treejer, planters will receive the funds through the first 3 years of the tree's life, and they will do it as long as they provide proof that the tree is alive. So that's how we make sure that this happens, and this gives more confidence to funders to fund trees because they know that there will be somebody taking care of their trees. At the same time, through smart contracts, we generate a smart fund allocation. So aside from paying the funder, we have a rural development fund, a local development fund, sorry, which tries to foster and develop education and health in local communities where the planters are living, and also some other funds as tree rescue fund in case for wildfires or other problems that can happen to our forests, and a tree research fund to just make a better investigation of what the tree species are and how they interact with different ecosystems, and how much carbon they can get from the atmosphere. And finally, we focus, aside on growing trees, we focus specifically in growing native species because that's how we think we can best restore our ecosystems. And we do a special emphasis at the same time on empowering local people. Most of the reforestation we are looking forward to complete it hand in hand with like local communities and families in rural communities. This is how we think that our social impact as well can be the highest, as we at the same time complete some environmental impact. So here is a demo of the interface of how Treejer will look like for the funders. So funders can come into our website, connect with a wallet, and we're also working on different payment methods, and they can start funding trees, and they have a dashboard in which they can check all of the trees they funded, where are these trees, and so on. So each tree in Treejer is actually an individual and unique, and it's represented by a collectible token. And it's unique because we assign every tree a set of data, which is its location, its GPS coordinates, like exact GPS coordinates, the species, who planted it, when, and so on. So that's how you can start checking these individual facts about your tree, and as well as the story behind the plant, like who planted it and why and everything. And on the other side, we've developed an application which we call Ranger app. So planters actually create an account here. They either create or join a planting community, and they just start planting new trees, upload the photo the first time they plant it, and then the app itself is going to ask planters to update the status of trees, and they will just have to keep providing pictures of them to just make sure that they keep receiving the funds, as I said. Here's a small demo of how a user can create an account in the Ranger app. So as you see, you within the Ranger app, anyone can create an Ethereum wallet. You can get verified, provide some data, which is important for us, and start either a community where you plant trees or join one. If you start one, you can share an invite link on any social media platform you wish, and you start submitting trees and taking care of them after. So here you can use a camera, submit a tree, and so on. So and basically right now we are about to launch. Our public launch is about to be completed probably in less than a month from now. We've done some pilot projects, and I wanted to share a small video so that you can meet our planters as well. I don't know if you have sound or not, but anyways, all the like it's just music, and you can see the text as well there. So as you can see, we're about to launch in uh, more than 10 communities in 10 different countries. And actually, in Treejer as well, we have 3 different types of trees. At the moment, we're starting with 2. So aside from regular trees, which will be sold at a standard price and are the ones we want to focus on to generate a significant amount of environmental impact, we are launching Treejer with a special collection of Genesis trees, which are the first 10,000 trees planted in Treejer. And I'll share a small video as well presenting the Genesis trees. So just to basically sum up everything I've said and mention some opportunities right now with Treejer, our public launch is going to be in less than a month. So you can stay tuned either to our social media channels or join our Discord community, which is where we're mostly active as well. And you can be expecting news, and also we will be able to fund either Genesis trees or regular trees. You saw here the Genesis trees have these special designs and are also NFTs for you, those who are familiar with blockchains as well. And like that's the main opportunity if you want to just be part of a community and fund trees as well. And if any of you has or knows a community who maybe is also willing to do reforestation and working with us, it's always nice for us to have more contacts and help more communities and empower them to fund their climate action and invite them to do so more often. And just like as a summary of how Treejer is different to current solutions, as I said, we offer gamification with the collectible trees, bankless payments, traceable funding, the smart fund allocation, tree tracking for funders, which is a nice incentive for them to fund more trees. And we are also looking forward in the next months after launch to experiment regarding carbon credits and a carbon market for tree funders as well. So thank you very much for your attention, and please let me know if you have any questions. I'll be more than happy to answer them.
Thank you so much, Gonzalo. This was amazing. I was checking the YouTube just to see if there was any questions. We don't have any questions yet, but that's a good sign. It means you really explained it well, right?
Yeah.
Thank you once again. And from climate change and planting trees, we go for the topic of privacy and human rights as well. So we go to Ricardo and Miguel, which is a funny transition, right? But it's all the social impact topic. So Miguel and Ricardo, if you're there, we go to you to presenting HOP.
Okay, so Maria, are you mute? Yeah, okay, so we are ready for this. Let me just share my screen. Second screen. Yeah, allow it. So it can be done like this. Okay, welcome to Hop, guys. Today I'm be giving you a little bit overview of what we are doing with Hop currently, explaining a little bit about the theoretical background behind it, what are we are trying to achieve with Hop, what we are doing with our communities, and then we also going to have our colleague Ricardo giving a little bit of a technical overview of what it needs to get done for Hop to work. So what is the problem that we are currently facing? In the modern days, we are currently facing an issue with digital privacy, and also we are witnessing like digital content being blocked or restrained by country policies or location based content. That's very common on Netflix. I think everybody knows that pitch. Get a VPN, get the better Netflix. But this actually raises a big concern, because like, how is this content being distributed to the people? How is this influencing said people? Like, is this like a step taking towards like free speech? Should all the content be able to everybody on the internet? But yeah, that's the problem we are currently facing, and we are with Hope we created a solution to said problem. Hope is a VPN-based service that basically allows you to search the web safely and locationless, independent, so you can be everywhere in the world regardless of content restrictions. You can just be on that country and still take the full use of that content. But why using a blockchain-based VPN instead of regular clear web VPN? So the main benefit you gain from using a VPN blockchain-based service is like, for the regular VPNs, all of your information is actually getting funneled throughout a single company. So basically, you're trusting that one company with all of your information, and you're trusting them. They won't they won't have any breach, or for any reason the government might solicit the information that they've been recording. So when you're using a VPN based blockchain based VPN, what happens is that all of your information is spread throughout different miners. So basically, even if your information gets compromised, the fact that it's all scattered throughout the miners, no like viable amount of information that will be able to cause any harm to you will be leaked. So in that way, you are always safe, because you have that safeguard of your information being distributed. It's basically like investing in index funds. You don't put all your eggs in one basket, so you spread them out. So if something gets compromised, you don't lose it all. Okay, so we have in Hop, we are using the investor program initiative, because we like to have the community contribute to the growth of the network. That's how this type of service gets strong, because the more people we have in the network, the more distributed information is, the more safe everyone is. So these measures that rely heavily on the communities are very beneficial, because people are truly invested in it and are truly outspoken of the Hop service. So here we actually give out trainings. We teach people how to set up miners as well, but For example, for you to contribute to the community, you don't need to be specifically focused on the technological development side of things. You can participate in many different ways, such as graphic designers, be literally a hub spokesman for the project, represent HOP in different events, such as this one, and that's it. You have this streamlined progression before you go from pirate and captain into ambassador, but you start in pirate where you require the most technical knowledge. But afterwards, when you become a captain, actually the difference between a captain and ambassador is more of a what social impact do you have on the community? How much are you helping others? How much are you clearing doubts, giving out trainings, and etc. And ambassador is like the pinnacle of that. It's like your influence in the community is maximized. So moving forward, on the technical side, we will have Ricardo explaining a little bit about the backend side of things, like how is OP service actually managed to provide you the decentralized access that you need. Okay, let me stop my recording. Ricardo.
Okay, thank you,
Your time.
Okay, I'm gonna try to show you by sharing my. It's gonna look a little bit rough, but let me see. Where is it? Trying to share another application here. No, I can't.
Ricardo, so on the bottom, maybe the last icon that you can see next to the camera one.
Yes.
Can you do it? Yes, it's there. The share the screen.
Yeah, I get permission to capture the screen. Needs to be commented.
Okay. Are you managing?
No, I don't have permission for some reason.
We just put you as a presenter. That's odd. Let me try. Okay, let me demote you to viewer again and promote you. Let me promote you to moderator so you can do it. Make a presenter. Oh, no.
Okay. Now it is gone. The icon is gone.
Yes, wait. I'm just taking you so I can give you again. Okay, I think it's...
Okay. And now I got the same thing. Maybe let me quickly get in and out.
Okay. Okay. I'll give you some time to do it, and in between we can play a game, just so you can also try to see if you can do it. Okay. So I'll call everyone to the room again. Okay. So now I will be the one sharing my screen so we can play this game. Okay. So let's see. I'll need everyone here. Okay, so Lee, Nadia, Miguel, Gonzalo, please. Let's try to play this. Okay, are you able to see my screen? Yes? You can unmute yourself now.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay. Okay, so hello, just okay, but now I'm the one sharing my screen. Try to, let's see if that works. I'll give you some time. Okay.
You can.
I'll make you presenter again, and let's see if you can. Otherwise, let's play a game. So don't give up on me yet. Okay, let's make Ricardo presenter.
Okay. Well, if it doesn't work this time, I will try to explain it by
Ricardo,
word.
do you have the permissions?
Which is not as nice, but
Yes, you can always. Try to go to the same icon and share the screen.
1 second.
Yes. I think you were excited about the game already, and they're like, "Oh, I want to win! I want to win the game."
I think I got it now.
Lee, you're gonna win this time.
Can
I
you,
promise you.
okay, I think you can see it. So,
Okay, it's starting. Yes. Yes. So
can you see what I'm drawing?
it's starting sharing. So I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. So I just finish sharing my camera, and then I'll be back. It's yours, the stage.
So, can you see what I'm doing or not?
Yes, we can see.
I'm doing
can
this
see.
cloud. I'm doing this cloud, and this is the internet, right? So
Yes.
this box is here, all right? So this box is here is this is what we call the miners. So this is one miner. That's another miner. So this is basically computers from volunteer people that want to share their bandwidth that they have at home, or it can be also with a VPS service. Virtual private server, and they share their connection to the internet. They just connect to the internet. And now we have someone here with a cell phone, a really old, ugly one. And now you want to go on the internet, but you want to go. Usually you go straight, but we want to use a VPN to be like Miguel explained, have all those advantages. So what we do, we go first, we connect to a miner, and then the miner goes to here. We do whatever we have to do, and then the connection comes back again. So this right now, this CPN is our miner. This miner, our VPN is this miner. The pools is where the miners connect to. And for the pools where they all connect, there are several pools and there are several miners. So so the user first connects to the pool and see the list of miners that are registered there, like these two, and then chooses this one, for example. And after choosing this one, it connects straight to this one and to this one and to the internet. So this can be like a private person with a small computer sharing the internet. Okay, so this is how it works, the entire network. The second thing to know is that this person, when connects to the miner, is going to pay in tokens or cryptocurrency. And that's how the volunteer miner gets paid by his service. Of course, he's also sharing his bandwidth at home, which costs him money. So this is good at least to pay the maintenance and so on, and probably make some profit, depending. And everyone wins. like Miguel said, this is completely decentralized. So even if these miners will be in different countries. So even if for some reason one is taken down for legal reasons or because it's just turned off or whatever, there will always be others in other jurisdictions and etc. So I don't know if I explain myself completely. If you have some doubts, you can ask me some questions. I mean,
Yes.
yes.
Well, it's not about the questions, but more about you really explaining it well. Just to sum up, I would just say one sentence. So basically, you're protecting people's data, which is one of the most important assets nowadays, right? By democratizing and decentralizing bandwidth.
This is by decentralizing, you mean that basically there is no company behind
Yes,
network.
exactly.
There's no one that can, there's no entity that can be arrested or taken down or forced to share your logs, your IP, your activities.
Yeah.
Simply, it doesn't. There's nobody. It's because it's decentralized.
Yeah, and at the same time, is also transparent because we can also because it's based on blockchain. So there's transparency, but also the protection of people's data, which is amazing to nowadays, I think. Miguel, do you want to sum up as well?
Yeah.
A conclusion?
Can I talk through what?
Yes.
Okay, so can I take presenters just to screen share some final links?
Oh, yeah, all right. Right.
Is it loaded? Yeah, it's loaded. So finally, I just want to say thank you for having us on our future. And are the most useful resource links you can have, like our website. You can join us on Telegram and see how the protocol is evolving, what changes are being made. Also, you can join us on our LinkedIn. And if you have any particular interest to learn more of the technical side and actually start mining yourselves and contributing that way to the decentralization of digital privacy, guys. Welcome to this world. And you can watch some videos on YouTube that will help you through that journey. So thank you guys. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, Miguel and Ricardo, for being here. So from now, from protecting people's data, we go to the democratization of payments with Utrust. Nadia will be the one speaking and presenting this amazing project as well. So as you can see, climate change, then protecting people's data to democratizing payments. I think this is an amazing flow. Really diverse as well. I think it's good. Nadia, are you there? Are you ready?
Yes, I'm here. Perfect. Can you hear me?
Yes, perfectly.
Amazing. Perfect.
Okay, I'll give you the word.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for everyone for being here. We're actually very excited that we can show you what Utrust does and the way we impact, let's say, the modern day of paying. And today, I would like to show you how easy it actually is for merchants to accept crypto payments, but at the same time, also for customers to pay with cryptocurrency. So I would like to share my screen for that. But just before I start showing you how everything works, for those who don't know Utrust, we are a virtual asset service provider in Portugal. And what we do is we help merchants to accept crypto payments while they're still getting paid out in fiat or in a stable coin. And we have merchants coming to us for several reasons. Maybe they want to open up a new revenue stream by now, also accepting crypto payments. Some of them, they have heard from Utrust before, and that's why they want to join. And the good thing about Utrust is, especially for merchants, they don't need to have any experience in cryptocurrencies. They can easily start using our solution, sending out invoices, and also implementing our payment gateway. And this is another thing that is very great. We support major e-commerce platforms such as Shopify, WooCommerce, Magento, and many more. So merchants can easily integrate our solutions, but in case they have a custom-based homepage, they can also use our API integration. And let me now start with showing you how easily it is for customers to purchase a product online and pay via our payment checkout widget. So let's say we would like to buy this t-shirt. Let's add size M and the color blue, which is unfortunately not available. So let's choose this beautiful watch that we're going to purchase now. Proceed to the checkout. And now basically the customer will be redirected to our payment checkout widget, and he can immediately see the different cryptocurrencies that he can pay with. And currently we support Bitcoin, we support Ethereum, our own Utrust token, USDT, and also Dash. And as you can see here, the rates are locked for 15 minutes. So we don't just focus on the simplicity of when paying with cryptocurrency with Utrust. We really also want to protect the customers from the volatility. And that's why we lock the rates for the next 15 minutes. As we know, cryptocurrencies, they can go up, they can go down. So to really be on the secure side, we have this feature here. And the customer always has an overview of how long he has left to actually complete the payment. On the side, he has the usual summary that you have also when you pay with other payment methods. And especially here, our merchants, they can choose between 35 different fiat currencies that they can place here in the payment checkout widget. So now when the customer has decided which currency he would like to pay with, let's say we're choosing Ethereum today, he gets redirected to this page. And now all he has to do is either scan the QR code and complete the payment, or he can copy the address and complete it. And we don't want to limit the customers from our merchants on what wallet they use. And this is why they can use whatever wallet there is out in the market to actually make a payment through Utrust. And here they also see always the exchange rate. And yeah, basically that's the whole process for a customer that he goes through when he wants to pay with cryptocurrency. And when the merchant has Utrust integrated, it's very, very simple and very easy. They have the protection of 15 minutes. The rates are locked, and yes. And now that the customer has completed the payment, he would basically be redirected to the homepage from the merchant with a success message that he purchased the product that he wanted to. So now let's go to the side of the merchant, which is also pretty interesting because they cannot just offer the payment checkout on the homepage. They can also use our invoicing solution. And this is pretty great. It's pretty easy. The merchant can create an invoice. For example, a freelancer who wants to accept crypto payments, who wants to accept crypto payments, he can easily create an invoice here. Basically, all he needs is the contact details from the customer. He fills in the country where the customer is based in. So let's say now that we're in Portugal, let's choose Portugal. As currency, as mentioned before, the merchant can always choose between 35 different currencies. In our case, this is going to be euro. He places the amount and also a short description, let's say invoice. And he can generate the invoice in a matter of 2 minutes. So really focus on simplicity, easiness, the protection of the customer. And what is also great is obviously that there are no cross-border fees for the merchants. They completely eliminate chargebacks and the transaction fees in general. We only charge a 1% transaction fee. So compared to the traditional payment methods where they have higher transaction fee, it's just a win for the merchant. And yeah, I would say that's already it. I hope I could show you how easy it is with Utrust for customers and also for merchants to use our solution. Really want to simplify everything in the modern day as well, with the adoption of people who want to pay with crypto, and also for the merchants now who want to accept it but don't always have the experience in this whole field. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Nadja. That was amazing. It was amazing to know like details, you know, of how you were helping people to have access to this technology as well. I think like if I was checking YouTube to see if anyone had questions, but they didn't because obviously you explain it really well. So just it keeps the invitation for people to visit your website, right? To see
Definitely.
your solution closely. So from now on, I will ask you to keep your webcam on because we will play the game finally, just to make like everyone be hyped up a little bit until the next talk, the last one as well. So I'll be sharing my screen to show you the game. It's an easy one, okay? Just a funny one as well. Let's see our culture of all of us, actually. I will also invite everyone who's watching us on YouTube, okay, on streaming, to write in the comments as well. It is in slow mode, so you can answer you can give the answers a little bit like later, so all at once, okay? So wait, I don't want to. This is okay. Can you see my screen? You can turn on your microphone.
Not yet.
Okay. Yes? Okay. So let's say hello, okay? We said hello to all of your projects until now, but the game, it will be like, if my computer allows me, of course. Okay, tell me if you can see anything changed. Yes, it's just moving. Okay, because the intent of the game is so we can guess which language we are talking about, okay? And since the Alternate Teacher Summit is also really diverse, we have people from a lot of places, so this is gonna be a fun one. So, can you see the first one? Salut?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you need to guess which language is that. Do you know? You can speak.
French?
Everyone agrees? Yes. Okay. Xin Xiao, I think. What do you
Chinese?
think? Okay. Any other opinion? No? Miguel?
I have no clue, man.
Okay. Okay. So French, Chinese, Mandarin, right? So third one, Ciao.
Italian.
Okay. See, these are the easy ones, okay? Now we're going to the difficult ones, I think. Zdravo.
That's Serbo-Croatian.
I thought it was gonna be difficult.
I'm from Bosnia, so for me it's saying every day Zdravo.
So you see, this is why it's funny, these kind of things, because I had no idea. Now I know. So, Dia Duit? No, don't think so. What do you think?
I have no idea.
No one has just a guess. Just guess the language.
It feels
Mal-
European, but no idea.
Maybe Malta? They have kind of like Italian mixed with another language.
No, I actually think that Maltese Chow as well. Yes. I think so. Okay, so let's keep this blank. And the last one, Sveki.
Polish?
I went to Poland and I can assure you that no
It's
one knows
not.
Sveki.
Swedish, maybe.
What?
Swedish.
I don't know. We will give the answers in the comments, okay? This is just to warm up a little bit and to let you know. See, this is the funny thing. Salut for all of us and Ciao was really easy, but then Zdravo, I thought no one would knew, and here we have Naja, right? And a last one, of course, in Portuguese, since we are based in Portugal, Olá. Not hola, it's Olá. So you can know. Okay, so let's change. Let's go back to our last talk from today, from the social impact. So we went through the climate, we went through privacy, to democratization of payments, and now we're going to youth. to empowering the youth and giving them the tools and the knowledge they need to be the next great. So Lee is the best person to talk about it. She's from AI in Africa, and I'll give you the stage, Lee. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to share my screen. And maybe I should say salute, hola, and ciao. Not ciao. All right, let's just play this. Do you see my presentation? It's all good?
Yes,
All right.
yes.
Yes, so I'm delighted to be able to share our AI in Africa program with everybody. AI in Africa is a platform which delivers forward-thinking initiatives that can equip the next generation with skills and the mindset to succeed. If you look at this, our massive transformative purpose, our MTP, is empowering the youth to design an inclusive future with AI. Why? Well, we know that education is not equal, and we know that there are millions of children in Africa and in the rest of the world who will probably not finish their schooling. And if they do finish, there's a large percentage who will not be adequately prepared for the future of work. And this just further perpetuates the digital divide. So we designed training interventions that can help to bridge that gap and prepare the learners for the 21st century. And so it is a very much a human-centric approach to innovation, and it applies to anybody, not just learners, but anyone looking to adapt and to learn new skills or to innovate or to improve their job prospects. So let's take a closer look at our program. Firstly, it's an inclusive ecosystem. Open community innovation creates an ecosystem with education, with innovation and entrepreneurship in the community. And what this means is that they can then develop skills and create startups and job opportunities for members of that community. Now, to achieve systemic change, long-lasting effect, we need to build a culture of learning, and we need to involve beneficiaries, stakeholders, role players at every step of the way. In that way, we can then achieve our goal, which is to inspire super citizens that can find and create their own opportunities and are fully supported in doing so. So secondly, we have an intentionally created curriculum. It's also quite adaptable. So we wanted to ensure that our training, that our program was fully transformational and and it had a long-lasting impact. And so what we did to achieve this was we created or we used design thinking as a core component of that curriculum to really bridge the gap in the education, and by exposing learners to problem framing, problem solving, critical thinking, creativity, empathy, and they learn to approach problem solving in a systematic way. So design thinking actually facilitates a mindset change towards collaboration, towards innovation, and towards creativity. So having a great idea or a great solution can be lost if you cannot gain the support for it. So another core aspect of our curriculum is emotive storytelling. So how to pitch and present your solution, how to structure your presentation, and to tell it in your own way to win support. The next part of our curriculum are the technical modules around artificial intelligence. So we have 2 tracks, both with their own set of modules. We have a coding track and a no coding track, and that depends on the background of our audience and what they need. For example, the no coding track was implemented very successfully in our bootcamp program, which we ran for high school students. And we'll see that, I'll show that a little later. And part of our program that everybody gets to learn about ethics in AI, about bias in AI. And at the end of the day, AI and robots are designed by humans. So to deliver our programs, we run boot camps, we run community-based challenges, we run CSI hackathons, and we also run corporate training. In fact, our team has been delivering design thinking training for several years to companies, so corporate training to companies, and also to university master's students in other programs. And it's also available as in contact or remote offering. Now, how do we know that the curriculum actually makes a difference? So let's take a look at what we achieved in our child program, our pilot bootcamp program. We ran this program over 3 days in 6 different townships in South Africa. So 16-year-old girls participated, and they had no previous exposure to computer science. They were, multidisciplinary teams, so girls who were creative, girls who were mathematically inclined, girls who weren't quite interested in studying. So really great, fantastic mixed teams. And what they did is they designed solutions to combat emotional abuse and bullying in schools. They designed solutions for their communities to help unemployment, to help skill people so that they could be gainfully employed. They designed solutions to address human trafficking and gender-based violence, and even climate change. So our conclusion here was that we were able to prove our concept in the sense that without any academic prerequisites, the young students managed to be really super innovative, and they conquered their fear of technology, essentially demystifying their own idea of artificial intelligence. And in the process, they emerged feeling very capable and confident and very optimistic about their own future. At the end of this program, we had raised $250,000 in scholarships, and 10 internships were awarded. So I'd like to share just a video from one of our events. It's actually from our first event that was held in Soweto. So you get an idea of the kind of, high intensity, the vibe of the event. And I've stopped sharing. I will just upload a video.
Fundamental foundation between a partner and between we believe that Africa and South Africa in particular have enormous potential. We can actually in Soweto in particular, in townships, in communities, we plan to activate the kids by bringing actually the experience itself of AI, robotics, experience in immersive technology.
You are the guys who are going to do it. You're going to take this up and make it into something special. You girls are the leaders of the future of this country.
We're happy about the partnership with Lipton. They have the expertise.
Things are moving. We're not going to be sitting in rows like this. This is 18th century. This is 18th century stuff.
We are building a platform that provides curated skills, curated people, curated interns to corporates in South Africa and around, which enable them actually to have skills matching exactly the digital transformation journey that themselves are going into.
My name is Tebogo Bapela. I'm from Letsebogo Girls High School. My name is Nontsigelelo Lebokgang. I'm from Letsebogo Girls High School in Meadowlands in Soweto.
My name is Dorogo Xaba. I'm from Lufense Girls High School.
Firstly, I want to be a teacher. I like sharing knowledge.
A physiotherapist.
What I'm planning to study is neurosurgery.
Wow, a lot.
Critical thinking, and that artificial intelligence is very important.
I've actually discovered that I'm creative. That part I didn't know about myself. I actually discovered that I can come up with great ideas.
I've learned that with the coming of the fourth industrial revolution, technology is actually going to be a big part of our lives, and we really need to get with the times. And you know, artificial intelligence is going to be the new norm.
This for me is an amazing initiative, empowering young Black ladies to get ready for the world of the future, which is a technology, high-skilled, requiring environment.
I want to see a change in young girls, just having more of change of mind, confidence, and hope.
The girls coming from the townships with different backgrounds and what they've been exposed to is something which I wish I had when I was in high school. I mean, now they see that there's so many opportunities in IT.
This group of girls are gonna bring outside of this bootcamp. We want them to be, passionate about the future. A mindset actually of becoming tech entrepreneurs.
I really wish them to use this technology and this knowledge that they're gaining here to do great things.
I hope that they'll bring a new light on how they look at the environment and their society.
I hope they walk away with the sense that the only limit to their impact is their imagination.
Because what does tech enable us to do? Tech enables us to solve problems that are there on a day-to-day basis using technology.
We are excited because I know the experts in this field personally. They want to transfer the skills to young people.
A real congratulations to the girls themselves. As an 18-year-old, I wouldn't have been pitching with the boldness and creativity that they've done.
We would like to thank all the sponsors that enable us to start the journey, all the communities that empowered us actually to communicate and to collaborate with them, all the girls that participated in the event, all the mentors that came actually across from different type of industries. This is just the beginning.
Lee, we can't hear you. Can you unmute yourself, please? Sorry. Yes, I know. Those two.
Unmute.
Okay, I can hear you now. Yes. Sorry.
Can you hear me? I was just saying that that video gives me goosebumps every time I watch it. So that was our first, the first ever bootcamp we'd put together. And in February 2022, we'll be kicking off the next Open Innovation Hackathon. And, I really just want to emphasize the collaborative aspect of our program, and to just, we want to broaden the spectrum to cater to organizations and companies as ecosystem partners. And I'm hoping that there are people here watching who will be able to join us as speakers or mentors or volunteers, and just reach out and let's do this. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Lee. Well, I already knew the project, so I'm already familiarized with it. So for me, hearing about it is always a good thing, because I get to know more details, also get to see those videos and images and all the enthusiasm, of learning experience. So we will wrap up the last day, the social impact day. I think this was a really good flow, and also a good set of projects, actually, four so different, but at the same time with the same goal and with a unique vision of impacting people's lives to the best, always. And also with a focus on technology. That's why this is called the Tech Talks, basically. So I just wanted to thank you so much for all the people that were watching all these 4 days, and also inviting you for tomorrow. So tomorrow is going to be the last day of the Alternate Future Summit. It will be the conference day, and will be divided into 3 main parts. So we will start the morning with the education part. with the education visionaries, also speaking about how technology is impacting or restructuring the education model. Also invite you, Lee, to watch it. I think it makes a lot of sense with AI in Africa. Then on the afternoon, take in mind that the afternoon, these times are GMT, okay? On the afternoon, we go to the corporate side of the things. So with the corporate thought leaders, also speaking about how technology is impacting or not, but connecting the human side of it always, okay? And at the evening, we end up with ecosystem builders. So we connected a lot of people from different places of the world, from 3 different continents, to come and speak about how they are building and managing their different ecosystems, either in real life or also virtually. So there's a lot of people invited to this. I'm really excited, actually. And in the middle, we will also announce the hackathon winners, the Alt+F hackathon winners, because it just makes sense to connect the people that are already shaping the future to those who are now wanting to build things that will have an impact further on. So this was an invitation, okay? Stay tuned till tomorrow, and thank you so much, all of you. Bye-bye.